Today is April 16th. The rundown. Let's start with this train selfie. Guy is taking a selfie next to a train. Looks like the conductor gives him the boot in the face as he goes by. This was you, right, Big Cat?
Yeah. People are saying this is fake. I don't see how this is fake. I mean, this is what kids do these days. They take selfies next to, on top of huge buildings. They take selfies next to trains moving. The conductor is a hero in my mind. Someone should track him down and give him a medal because he did exactly what all of us want to do, kick that kid in the face.
KFC?
I wish he got hit by the actual train. The kick to the face was nice, but if you're ever taking a selfie in for a serious reason, like on purpose to be cool, you deserve to get hit by a train.
Oh, my young employees. J-Max somewhere is laughing. This is fake. 100 million zillion % fake. And I'll tell you why. Because the conductor is not kicking a dude that's standing an inch away from a train. The physics of the whole thing does not add up. I don't know if J-Mac, you got him in your closet or what, but this is fake. Number 2, bro gets busted throwing a party in the woods, and definitely my favorite story.
Tonight, Gray agreed to talk with us, but he also wanted to record the conversation as well.
Whoever showed up, they showed up. What they brought is not on me. If anyone brought anything, I was found. I was not intoxicated. I had nothing in my car. So pretty much, they could say whatever they want.
I spit my coffee everywhere when I watch this kid come on and give this interview. The fake microphone, I don't know what that is. KFC, what do you got on this kid?
You got to tip your cap to the bro who did it a couple years ago in Australia, who rocked the glasses during his interview. He paved the way for this guy. But bringing your own toy karaoke machine to record your own interview, he took it to the next level.
Big Cat?
Yeah, this is one of those times where you just have to kind of tip your hat and be like, all right, well, this 19-year-old is way cooler than I am or will ever be. I thought I could hang with the young crowd, but at some point your day passes. You know this all too well. Dave, it probably passed a while ago. You just, you have to say, kudos, the guy's cooler than me.
Speaking of days passing, this is off subject. First of all, I'll go back to it. I have always said after I got railroaded by Inside Edition and they made it seem like I was pro-rape, that I was going to have all my interviews taped from now on. I've never done it, so this kid one-upped me quickly by bringing that contraption. Number 2, your day passing. I'm in my pant mode where I bought all new pants. I'm wearing right now a 36-30, and they're too big, they're too long. I'm moving to a 36-28, which is an absolutely unbelievable body dimension. A 36-28. I'm getting fatter and shrinking, so I guess my day has passed. They don't even sell 36-28s, by the way.
You should wear sweatpants at all times. That's what they're saying.
A 36-28, I mean, I have a hard enough time with 36-30, but it's not working. Unless I maybe am a 34. That's the only thing I can come up with. Anyways, I digress. Johnny Football, new girlfriend. He's got a new fucking girlfriend every day. Front row, and this girl's obviously a 10. Big Cat. No, I'm going to start with KFC on this one because you don't have the history that me and Big Cat have with Johnny Football.
First of all, 36-28 is like the opposite. If you had to pick two different lives, Johnny Football and a dude rocking a 36-28, it would be that. Honestly, over the past couple years, I think Johnny Football is the number one dude you want to trade lives with. The life he's been leading the past couple years, the smokes he's been bagging, I think more so than Timberlake, than DiCaprio, than anybody, Johnny Football is the number one.
I'd agree. Big Cat?
This poor girl. She has no idea. This is just she gets a little taste of Johnny Football like we got in Dallas when he says he wants to hang out, and then poof, he's gone. So, I mean, good for Johnny Football. He can do whatever he wants. He's Johnny Football. But this girl probably thinks she's going to get married. She probably thinks she has it made, just like we thought we were going to party with him, and then nothing.
Johnny Football is the biggest cock tease on the planet. And I'm not talking about for girls. I'm talking for guys. For me and Big Cat, we're in Dallas for the Final Four. First of all, he tweeted, Big Cat, said, come to Fort Worth. It's going to be a wild night. We hit him back like little fucking girls. Crickets. Nothing. The next day, this dude is at the Final Four, like maybe 50 yards from where we are. He actually texted me, I have Johnny Football's number. He's like, are you at the game? Let's meet up. I was fucking figuring out how I want to stand at the bar so when he walked in, I wouldn't look too eager. Once again, crickets. This guy is a cock tease. I kind of respect him for it. I kind of hate him for it. But I'm done chasing you, Johnny. It's over. Moving on. Keith Hernandez in this hot dog girl.
SNY. That is a $25 hot dog, folks.
Do you need a knife and fork to eat it?
My goodness.
How much meat is in a $25 hot dog? Gotta be a few pounds, right?
I wasn't talking about the hot dog.
This is your boy, KFC, Keith Hernandez.
I said never change, Keith. Keith Hernandez is a baseball analyst, and baseball is the last thing he wants to talk about. He wants to talk about anything else but the actual game going on. I guess you can't blame him with the Mets. He wants to talk about chicks. He wants to talk about food. He's just like that old man who just doesn't give a shit, and they put a mic in front of him. He's one of my favorite athletes of all time.
Big Cat?
Between the mammoth hot dog, which I don't even understand what that was, and the mammoth tits, that was the most sexually charged 10 seconds of a baseball game I have ever seen. Like, I was legit horny watching that this morning.
Yeah, the girl was smoking hot, and the other announcer, I don't know who that is, but he was so into the hot dog talk while Keith was doing his shit, it kind of made the perfect dynamic. By the way, we have Keith Hernandez shirts on sale, so buy them. Next up, Russia is trying to take over the moon. Big Cat?
Here's the takeaway from this story. There's a treaty that all these shitty little countries signed that basically say no one owns space. And then U.S. and Russia didn't sign it, so we technically can just take space at any time. So good for Russia. They should do whatever they want. They can take the moon. If they have the ability to take the moon, they should take the moon, just like we should.
KFC?
Hey, Russia, it's finders keepers, bro. If you wanted the moon, you should have got there first. It's ours. Neil Armstrong, boom, put the flag in. Be on the moon. It's too late.
I respect the hell out of this move. It's how I treat the internet. When all these little dink sites are like, hey, we signed this fucking link sharing agreement, this, that. I'm going to take what I want. You're just going to sit there and you're going to take it because you're a little fucking nobody. And I'm going to take this, do that, and I'm going to own the moon and you're going to sit there and like it. Last story of the day is the Boston, this bipolar lunatic wicked witch of the West who shut down Boylston Street yesterday with confetti bag. I don't really want to talk about that so much, but his excuse, I'm starting to like this fucking guy. His excuse of his performance got the best of him. I'm sorry I like that excuse. I hate him, but what do you think of the excuse, Big Cat? His performance got the best of him.
The excuse is unbelievable. More than anything, though, I blame myself for this whole thing. Because his videos, I post those videos every Saturday. Like, how did I not come across this guy? I could have stopped this a year ago. Posting them, having the FBI be like, yo, we got to check this guy out. So that's on me. I'm sorry to everyone.
KFC?
I mean, it's like go big or go home. If you're going to be like the marathon douchebag, at least he went all in and the performance got the best of him.
Yeah, and I mean, I love how the Stoolies showed. I mean, we had his name maybe 3 seconds after this kid started waltzing down the street like fucking Cinderella. But, yeah, I like the excuse, but I am going to say something serious. He should be locked up and never let out in public again. Because, I mean, if you can't, and I tried to say this, if you can't differentiate between doing that and being wrong versus, like, actually having a ball, you're so fucked up. Like, is there anything that kid could do that would surprise you at this point? No, he's a maniac. So that's a story. That's the rundown. That's it. Tomorrow. See ya.
I think Johnny Football got wind that you were 36-28 and was like, I can't hang out with this dude.
Dude, I met him. I shook his hand.
What?
He texted me later, and I said, okay. And then, nothing.
He's a gigantic cock tease. And then SVP, Scott Van Pelt, then text at the Masters, hanging out with Van Pelt's a cock tease too, by the way. Van Pelt's a massive cock tease. I don't care. I don't get like as excited to hang out with like Van Pelt. Like, all right, you want it? You want me up for a drink? No, fine. Well, I have a hard on for Johnny Football. So like, I literally want to hang out with him real bad. But Van Pelt's like, I'm at Zach Brown band with Johnny Football. Like, all right, great dude. Fuck Johnny
Football probably told him to send that to you.
Probably. Like, he literally, it's hard to describe the setup when we were at the Final Four, but he was literally like 50 yards from where we were.
Man, he was sitting, his box was at the same section as me, just sitting on top of it. I literally said, hey, what's up, Johnny? He said, yo, what's up? Text me, hit me up later. And I said, okay. And then nothing.
He texted me.
I ripped it out, and he was just like, oh, I don't want to do that.
He texted me out of the blue. Like, hey, it's Johnny. Are you here? Yes. All right. Let's meet up at halftime. Who does that and doesn't meet up at halftime? I was sitting there, literally posing on the bar, like sideways, not to seem too eager. I didn't want to make eye contact too early when he walked in, so it would be awkward. I haven't felt that way about anybody in a long time.
The question is, when do we think Trent is going to hang out with him?
Cuckold City, Johnny Football style.
I hope he watches it. I hope Manziel's borderline fucking dead to me. Although, I think he was with Drake, and I was wearing the shirt that we ripped off from Drake, so that would have been awkward. You know, like the kissing, that's Drake's shirt.
Whatever. Now, like you said, fucking little internet sites, whatever. You're going to do what you like, and that's it.
Yeah, no, Johnny Football just stomps on with no regard for human life. Whatever.